Hello, welcome to today's quickie. What is important for you to know today or the next couple of days? What I forgot to say in all the other videos, quickies I recorded today, those are not time specific. I numbered them. Just check the number that you feel drawn to. So if this one does not resonate, check the numbers, see what number you resonate with. And of course, I am available for private readings, and I do have more in-depth readings uploaded as well. This is just for what's important for you to know right now. We do have number one, I think it's citrine. We do have the amethyst right here. Pretty, isn't it? And I forgot the name of this one, but this is like a pink orange, like more pink, something in between pink and orange. Anyway, it is of course 1, 2, and 3. I forgot to mention. So we will start with pile number 1, the citrine. Yeah, you have heartache and loss. Rest and rejuvenate. So there is some heartbreak healing. Angus, this is the German word for twin flame. So you may be in a twin flame or soulmate situation that is causing you heartache, that is healing right now. Then we have flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. And I think this may be, first of all, what came to me is like birds often mean messages. So maybe there are messages coming or you're waiting for messages, but it's not the right time as long as you're stuck in this heartache energy, because your twin flame or your divine counterpart, whatever it is mirroring you. And if you are in that kind of energy, it is not coming. And then we do have 3 and 4, which makes 7, and 7 is the number of divine timing, of course, and divine perfection. Then here we do have number 11, which can also indicate, of course, a twin flame relationship. And the Lions talks about power, loyalty, leadership, and family. So I think this is about taking your power back and maybe also healing old family trauma, because your twin flame or your divine counterpart is not the source of that pain. It's just the trigger, the mirroring that shows you, look, there is some pain, there is something that's not been healed in the past, and now it is time to finally look at it and let go of it. Because again, this card to me is healing and freeing yourself from something, and then you can have a new big, because it's twin flame. It wouldn't come out, this card, if it would be like no hope, if something would be done and over. And loyalty, this card talks about loyalty, meaning that even if you're out of touch and whatever that person is doing in a 3D and a 5D, you are still loyal to each other. And maybe that person also has to free themselves from whatever it is that holds them back right now. So maybe both have, not just maybe, usually you are connected and on the same level pretty much. So both have to do some healing, but it is divinely guided and protected. Again, we do have number 11, and the Lion is the message from the Lion. When the Lion comes to you, he comes with a call to awaken a power within that is your birthright. Awaken. You see that? Awaken. What is what the twin flame does? It's there to awaken you. And you do awaken, you get into the light by leaving all the shadows behind. So shadow work is absolutely necessary for any divine connection. Okay, it comes with a call to awaken a power within that is your birthright, not through struggle, forcefulness, or contrived effort, but through the simple expression of your true self, ignited deep within. When lion roars, he does so not to gain approval, but to boldly claim his place in the world. Approval, maybe also, it's like family. I don't know what I'm thinking about family, but I do have family in my head. So maybe it was like family problems, that you're clearing right now, and that you learn to no longer needing the approval of everybody else, because you get into your own power and you're freeing yourself from whatever is holding you back. But to boldly claim his place in the world. I am here. Lion is calling you to make such a stand. I'm sorry, my cat just found a paper bag. And cats, they always want to I don't know, they like paper and cardboard boxes. Sorry. Lion is now calling you to make such a stand. There's nothing you need to learn or gain from the outside world to be fully who you are. The time is now for you to embrace your unique strength and allow them to lead you to discover your greater place within the whole. If you feel stuck or less than empowered, bring yourself into the open field or quiet shores where you can be alone. Here. Take time to reconnect with the truth of your inner fire and let yourself roar. Awaken the power lying dormant within. Feel it rise from the earth into your heart and body. You are a great and noble being. Your leadership is now needed to take your pride team or project to the next level. Do not shy away from your power, but allow yourself to breathe deeply and accept that you came here to fully express your gifts in the world. What is your heart calling you to do? Lion is leadership in abundance. Lion is loyalty to the calling of your heart. Speak the truth. Embody your strength. Honor your gifts and the gifts of others within the balance of work and pleasure. Solitude and togetherness. Be the lion you are. I breathe into my center and awaken my power. Aligned with my tribe, I am the full expression of my unique purpose. Talking about alignment as well. So yeah, it is a very interesting pile. So pile number 1, this is probably again about your divine connection, and it is time to heal now and step into your power. Then your twin flame, if you are in separation, can come back or will come back probably. And again, it's about freeing yourself. And I think this bird is talking about messages as well. You will receive your messages when you're ready. If you liked it, if it resonated, please like, subscribe, and share. And also, if you are on a twin flame path, I do have very in-depth pick a card readings about that, about your divine connection. You can check those out. But now we're heading to pile number 2. Number 2, we do have deception and envy, spiritual union. Parvati, this means positive change. We do have sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. Sea turtle, beginning, self-reliance, journey home. Okay, I'm going to read this in a bit, but I see 7 and 77. You can Google angel number 77. 7 talks about divine perfection, but also divine timing. And what I think is that maybe you have given too much to others in your past. We do have sharing yourself, which is awesome. But sometimes it is, putting on a mask and sharing, but forgetting, neglecting yourself and your own needs. But in order to get to a spiritual union, of course, you have to find a balance with giving and receiving to others, of course. Maybe there has been deception in your past with your person or situation. I mean, it could be talking about work as well. And it is time to leave that behind, because the sea turtle I'm going to read in a bit is talking about new beginnings. Also self-reliance, which can talk that about before you get into this union, it is time to find your own light. It is time to know your inner strength. And again, there will be positive movement. But first, this deception and envy has to change. Maybe you're deceiving yourself. Maybe you're not true to yourself. That is something you will have to learn then. And as there has been deception and envy in the past with your person, sorry, I have been talking too much today, then it is time maybe also to forgive, to also set up boundaries so it won't happen again. That is very important. But it's of course also important to forgive and leave those things behind. But we will see what Turtle has to say. Turtle, the message of Turtle. The message of Turtle is simply to begin. Great journeys are made with small steps and steady progress. Again, there is going to be positive change. There is union. I mean, it actually says union on there. But maybe there is something that needs to be done first. You're not quite there yet. But it is progress. Turtle wisdom recognizes that your first step into any adventure and endeavor may feel clumsy, dangerous, and scary. But when the moment comes to birth an idea, start a new friendship, or take your first steps down a path that calls your heart, there is no substitute for simply answering the call. begin. Follow the energy of the sun. Steady progress feels good. You need not hurry, but don't wait until the conditions are perfect. The act of beginning makes the conditions perfect. In the same way that a giant 1,700-pound sea turtle soars weightlessly in the sea of his belonging, you will find a sense of buoyancy, I don't know how to pronounce it, rising within as you give yourself the gift of immersing in the energy of your calling. No matter how great a task may seem before you, no matter how tiny your first steps may appear, know that you are honored for which you bring to the cycle. You are part of a bigger story unfolding, and your dreams are connected to many others. Turtle teaches endurance through peace, patience, and gentle perseverance. Turtle calls you to find a sense of home within your own being now, and to know that your journey through the world will always be supported. I am within myself, and I am in the world. I trust the call of my great spirit. When it comes, I hear and I begin. So maybe you're at the beginning of maybe you just met a person that you feel the special bond with. Maybe you are wondering, is this really my person? And you're trying to talk yourself out of it. I would say it is your person, because we have spiritual union here. You see, we do have the matching together, and this is basically talking about a journey, and a soulmate or twin flame or whatever, a divine counterpart, it usually is a journey through healing first, because we see all the green here, and he is wearing green as well. Maybe you have not always been true to yourself. Maybe you have been sharing too much of yourself, always giving. And this is, the journey, and this says home. So, of course, it can be something like work, but I think this is more about divine relationships. It is divine because we have 77. We have 2 union, but I think there is still some road ahead. You're not quite there yet, but we do have positive change. But positive change, of course, comes through working through it. And we see this wheel that kind of reminds me of the karmic wheel in tarot, which means that, you repeat old cycles again and again and again and again until you finally learn to step out of it and change your patterns. And then something new and beautiful can come, a new beginning. And again, this is the journey home. So, yeah, I guess you really have just encountered a divine counterpart, and now you are on your journey. So, I don't know why my angel's card just fell. Confirmation, I guess? Okay. But they just fell. It's a German deck I just have standing here. But, yeah, I guess the angels are with you. Wanted to make themselves known. So, please like, subscribe, and share. And again, I am available for private readings. And also, I do have more in-depth readings about love, about what obstacles there are need to be resolved. Please check out my other picker cards. But now we go to pile number 3, this pinkish stone. And pile number 3, we do have the universe, which is one of my most favorite cards. We do have stand your ground. This, I just read the word in English. What does it mean? Perseverance. It is called about perseverance, not giving up. Lu. Cultivating prosperity. And you got the beautiful Timber Wolf. 39, which is a 12. So we got a 12 and a 21, which also is 3. 3 is talking about growth, and we do have growth here. So, instinct, guidance, belonging, order. Okay, well, I first get with order. Wolves live in packs, and maybe there's something that you have to stand your ground when it comes to family, or within a connection, or whatever it is, within your pack of people. We do have the universe. This is talking about growth. And again, this is another 3. We got 3 and 3. 3 are talking about growth and expanding, and then we do have abundance here as well, and you see all those plants growing. So I think there is something that is growing within you, but this needs perseverance. Those plants, they're just very tiny still. They're not full grown, whatever it is that they're supposed to be in the end. Maybe another tree. So there is something you have to see through, but you can, because the universe is also talking about ending a cycle and beginning something new. But again, we do have stand your ground and perseverance. So there is something that maybe you have to defend yourself in some way. Maybe other people are trying to talk you which way to go, and you know on the inside which is your right path. So you will see what Timberwolf is saying, though. Number 39, beautiful wolf. Okay, the message of the Timberwolf. The wolf comes to you as one of the most powerful guides on your journey to help cultivate an unbreakable line of communication with your intuition. Cultivating. Did you just see that? Cultivate. And we have cultivating here. Okay. Wolf reminds us that there is a pulse of deep inner knowing that often surpasses when the surface mind can see. He calls for a level of trust in this primal instinct that will allow you to take action when the command moment calls, even when you don't know why or exactly where it is leading you. There is a greater path unfolding. Let the call inspire you into motion, trusting that later you will look back and understand why. Again, it's like seeing it through, you know. One of the things that will help open the channels of communication with your inner guide is to bring the aspects of your everyday life into order. Sometimes we resist cleaning house because we feel it's not important as the other things that need doing. But when we bring a healthy sense of focus to our schedule and order to our external world, our inner world quiets. Communication with the life too becomes clearer. Wolf calls you to discover a new sense of freedom through order, while remaining open to the call of the moment. Lastly, Wolf comes to remind you that while there are times when you must walk alone, life truest fulfillment comes in joining energy with others towards a collective aim. Take time to honor the members of your pack. Call them close to you and recognize each for the gift they bring. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance and help, and when the time comes, be willing to be a source of the same. When spirits are aligned, there is a great power in numbers. So maybe your circle of friends, your pack, I can imagine, is growing because maybe you have been a lone wolf for a while. And now, since we have all those threes here, it is, I think, time for you that you will see results. I'm pretty sure of that. But right now it's about pushing through whatever obstacle it is, because we do have the universe, again, ending of cycles. So there is something you will harvest whatever it is you need to do right now. But again, don't let others talk yourself out of what you need to do, even if they're part of your pack. In the end, it is your journey, and you will be rewarded. So this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share. Oh my, I've been talking too much today. And have a nice day. Bye.